If you've had access to the internet the last few months, you've probably heard of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence. While it's been a hot topic for years, it's only now that it seems like everyone is on board. ChatGPT's changed the way we work and perceive the world, and it will probably continue to do so. Of course, these AI machines and software are not perfect yet, and have reported some mistakes. But if you're ready to learn more about them, stay tuned. In this video, we're going to review the history of ChatGPT and its development throughout the years. We will also discuss where that leaves us and what the future holds for us. Does it sound intriguing and interesting? Then make sure to stay, hit the like button, and subscribe for more content like this. That being said, thanks for watching, and let's dive right into the video. Context and history. As mentioned, if you've been on the internet in the last few months, you must have heard of ChatGPT. If you haven't, you're about to do so. Imagine that you have an idea for a script or need specific information about something. You search online but aren't satisfied with the results. So you turn to your new friend ChatGPT. It's an artificial intelligence chatbot prototype with whom you can maintain a conversation. I have to be honest here. This isn't the first and definitely won't be the last time a chatbot emerges to make life easier for everyone. Do you remember Cleverbot? Cleverbot was and still is a chatbot web application that uses machine learning techniques to have conversations with humans. The project began in 1988 and became available online for users in 1997. And what about Siri or Alexa? All you need is a voice command to have them do something for you. Not to mention the increase in voice search on Google and other search engines. As you can see, the history of artificial intelligence and chatbots has come a long way, and who knows what the future holds for us just yet. Just so you can get an idea, ChatGPT has had an estimated 2,663% boost in interest since last December. It's not a surprise at all given the convenience and value that it provides to its users. Now, this is a personal experience, but I kid you not when I tell you I've seen classmates use ChatGPT to create their APA references. But okay, a lot of other programs can do that as well. What about Scribber's free citation generator? Thousands of students use it all around the world. So what's so different about ChatGPT? What does this still work-in-progress artificial intelligence software have to offer the world? Artificial intelligence. What is it? First of all, how do we define what artificial intelligence is? Walsh and his colleagues agree that AI refers to a collection of interrelated technologies used to solve problems that would otherwise require human cognition. What does this even mean? Thanks to big data, machine learning, and modeling, AI can analyze large datasets, learn to recognize patterns, and even make data-driven decisions. There's one famous example in which an AI learns for the features of an animal, say a horse, and then is able to identify different horses in several images. But is that considered learning? We have to be honest and realistic at this point in time. It's only 2023, and there's so much more yet to come. Artificial intelligence software can learn and master one skill or a set of skills, but can't generalize those concepts to other fields. Following the previous example, AI can be extremely effective at recognizing horses. But what about deciding which candidate's the best option for a loan? They can't. And that's one of their limitations right now. But the chances are scientists and engineers eventually overcome them. As a final note in this section, it's worth noting that there are several different types of artificial intelligence, and each one has its own features. Not all of them focus on processing natural intelligence like Sophia the robot, whom I'm sure you've seen at least once. Some can analyze data and memorize it or learn. Others can understand the emotions and beliefs of their interlocutors, others can hypothetically perform any intellectual task, and so on. But what interests us in this video are the ones that process natural language. Needless to say, a superhuman AI is off the table for the time being, as no machine can think and make decisions on its own. Narrow AI versus human intelligence. Though the debate has been hot and ongoing for years, human intelligence still beats artificial intelligence. All forms of current AI fall under the category of narrow, which you already know if the topic interests you, or if you've watched some of my previous videos. If you find them interesting, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. That said, AI software can master a new task or skill, but is unable to translate this new capability to other domains. So yes, artificial intelligence is definitely valuable in technical fields, but there's a long journey ahead. Humans, on the other hand, can think abstractly in generalized concepts. Once you or I learn something, we know that it applies to other areas of life, which artificial intelligence cannot do just yet. That's why, for now, humans are an absolute necessity in the workforce, though they might need to switch roles. So yeah, to sum everything up, humans can think more vastly and efficiently than any machine can, yet. What is ChatGPT? Now, ChatGPT is a natural language processing (NLP) technology that enables machines and computers to understand and respond to human language. Thanks to deep learning models that understand and respond to natural language, it almost feels like a real conversation. But that's the entire point of the project. The platform is designed so that it can recognize and generate natural language. Here's a quick example. If I politely ask ChatGPT to answer a question or solve a problem for me, it will most likely respond along the lines of, "Sure, I can do that." While it may not sound like a big deal, it does turn the conversation into something more human. And it's not only for the English speakers, as the platform's working on expanding the languages and already includes French, Russian, and German. How did they train ChatGPT to function as it does today? Databases on the internet contain thousands and even millions of pieces of data that AIs can integrate, analyze, and learn patterns from. All these databases include websites, blogs with an excellent reputation, articles written by journalists, textbooks, research and studies, and much more. All of this included more than 570 gigabytes of data. Of course, it's only natural that artificial intelligence software that learns from these resources can and will make mistakes. Some users have reported that ChatGPT commits more than one mistake, in particular when it comes to technical advice or knowledge. So it's not so much about what it does right now, which is still impressive, but about what it can do in the future. But now it's your turn. Do you think artificial intelligence and chatbots like ChatGPT will be able to become smarter and solve more complex problems on their own? Or do you think that we're too far from answering that question yet? Another remarkable feature of ChatGPT is its ability to remember the previous questions you asked. If the answer leaves you unsatisfied, you can always ask the AI to reformulate or to explain like I'm 5 years old. And it will. It will remember your question, all the data it analyzed, and it will then reformulate it so you can understand it better. This is massive. And what's more, everyone with a steady internet connection can access this tool. It's not something that only rich people can benefit from. Doesn't that reduce barriers between citizens and countries? At the same time, it probably generates healthy competition. Is there a downside? Now, are there any downsides to this project? When I think about it, I can't help but remember that the internet is flooded with marketing, news, opinions, self-promotion, and biased context. In other centuries, an artificial intelligence may have been able to learn more objectively. But for the time being, the biases and misinformation it can spread can be a downside. Hopefully, it's fairly easy to solve this problem by 1. Double-check the information you receive, and 2. Make sure the developers stay up to date and revise the AI answers. Even then, there's only so much we can do. Even Google shows biased results sometimes. Whether it's due to our cookies or other interests escapes both my and your understanding. So the key takeaway from this section is to be wary of the answers the chatbot provides. The future of ChatGPT. The end of Google? Now, where are we heading? What does the future hold for us? What do you think? Some argue that an improvement in ChatGPT and overall artificial intelligence could be the end of Google, the Goliath of search engines. I personally believe there's still a long road ahead, but science seems to prove that anything is possible. Be that as it may, it will always depend on external factors like technological progress, investors willing to risk their money, and the new goals of the OpenAI development team. What if they stop working on the tool? Or what if they decide to privatize their services? That'd be ironic, but probably not the first or last time it happens. Hopefully, the team will improve ChatGPT so much so that it can be incorporated into companies and corporations to help their employees. As I reviewed in previous videos, studies suggest that this software is even better than some physicians at spotting certain diagnostic contexts, like cancer. Business owners that run e-commerce stores will also greatly benefit from these new technologies, and so on. The almost infinite possibilities for ChatGPT to develop in the short and long term are exciting, and we're about to see what comes next. One example of an improvement would be changing the way people search for queries, which is related to ChatGPT overcoming Google, Bing, Yahoo, and other search engines. What if instead of typing "how to score a perfect goal," you could type "I want to be the best football scorer" and get better, more customized results? Big data can and will play a major role in customizing results based on individual preferences. Do you remember what I mentioned earlier in the video? One classmate was using ChatGPT to have it create APA references for her. A while ago, even months ago, it would have been the norm to head to Google or Bing and search it somehow else. So yes, maybe we will see a shift in the future. Maybe new artificial intelligence software will take over the search engine industry. But at what cost? Will fields like SEO and marketing suffer? Will workers need to update their knowledge and find an alternative role? The world is constantly changing, as it did way back during the Industrial Revolution, and we cannot possibly know what's to come. Think of the COVID-19 pandemic or even Elon Musk buying Twitter. Who could have thought of that? Competition. Last but not least, we cannot forget about other giant technological corporations like Microsoft or Meta trying to compete with these AIs. The world of big tech is everywhere, as everything is digital now. The immense success of a free website application like ChatGPT can make CEOs and engineers rethink their projects and work on creating something better and new. There's only one thing for sure. As technology advances and machine learning and databases improve, ChatGPT and artificial intelligence will follow. Google and other search engine giants are too powerful to be overthrown right now, but AI can change the way we interact and see the world. Maybe users will start to combine information from both sides, or perhaps they'll strictly stick to one of them. Maybe Microsoft or Meta will develop their own chatbots that surpass every other one. But what do you think will happen? Will ChatGPT continue to improve, be free and accessible, and help employees and regular people around the world? Or do you think its limitations are too powerful right now to have anyone overcome them? Thanks for staying until the end. And if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button to get more content like this.